And welcome to another edition of our Kids Online Cooking Club. My name's Krista and I'm with the West Bonner Library District here in Priest River, Idaho. Today's theme, last week's theme was birthdays. We did birthday cake popcorn. This week's theme is pizza poppers. So I'm courtesy of Miss Josie, who made me a pizza hat. It's got little pizzas on it, and I'm wearing my beautiful apron from a former employee here, Kathy Edwards. So without further ado, the first thing you do when we start these videos is go ahead and pause your video and go wash your hands if you haven't already done so, and I will be here right when you get back. Okay, we're back. Okay, so today we're making pizza poppers. It's going to be a little bit longer video than we normally do because it's got a lot more ingredients in it. The full recipe, I'm not going to give you all the perfect measurements here because I'm doing kind of a fraction of the recipe. I'm only doing a quarter of the recipe because it makes a lot. So the full recipe will be in the comments on our Facebook page, and you can look at those and make them. This is the kind of thing you could make for a snack. You can make for, if you put this with a salad, you could have it for dinner or lunch. You could take it in a packed lunch for school. So without any further ado, today's recipe is pizza poppers. So the first thing we're going to do is the recipe calls for flour, and like I said, the measurements will be on Facebook. Okay, and then we have baking powder, and in this particular case, we have just over a quarter teaspoon because of the fraction that I'm making. Okay, there's our baking powder. We'll set that aside. Okay, oregano. I have my oregano. And we just do a little bit of oregano. Just a kind of a pinch. Alright, so put that out of the way. Now we have our garlic powder. Okay, a lot of seasonings in this. You can change these up if there's something you like or you don't like. You can change it up just a little bit. Just a little dash of red pepper flakes. Salt is optional. I'm putting in about just a little bit, pinch of salt. And then we have some basil. Not much. But you can, if you like basil, you can add more. Oops, excuse me. Okay, so we've got all of that, and then we're going to just kind of stir these dry ingredients together. Yeah, just to get them kind of blended so they don't all lump up in one thing. And then we're going to add our milk, which in a full recipe is 1.5 cups of milk. And we'll stir that together. So it makes kind of a biscuit batter with seasonings kind of in it. Okay, we've got that. Then we're going to add our egg, which for a full recipe is 2 eggs. And this recipe will make about 40 or so of these. So I'm doing, you're going to use pizza toppings. Anything that that you normally would put on a pizza is fair game in this. I used kind of just what I had around the house. So I've got a little pepperoni here. And I've got some black olives. And all the measurements for this are in the recipe. And you can change this up completely if you want. Okay. And then we have some Parmesan. That's my little cup. Parmesan goes in. And then we have our 1/4 cup of mozzarella for this portion of the batch. Put a little bit more in because I like a lot of cheese. Okay, now you've got a cheesy pepperoni black olive kind of biscuit dough. All right, now once you have that done, let's get some of our dishes out of the way here. Okay, once you have that done, you are going to, and I'm going to show you a little trick. Take a piece of paper towel like this, just a half sheet, and then you can put a pat of butter on it. This is how you're going to grease your it's a mini muffin pan, so it's just the little ones. And because we don't have a kitchen at the library, but hopefully we'll get one someday, I'm using a toaster oven, so it works really well even in just a toaster oven. But I'm using this to get into these little muffin holes like this, and it helps to grease the muffin holes, muffin pan spots. So we'll do that, and that should get us pretty good. My mama taught me that. So, okay, we've got that, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take the batter that you've made with all the goodies in it and all the spices and seasonings, and then you are going to drop it by spoonfuls into the mini muffin cup, just until it's kind of even with the top of the muffin cup. There we go. So you're just going to fill it all up like that. This is a quarter of a batch that I made basically, and so it's going to fill about, I think, 9 of these, so it would make about 36 of these if I made a full batch, I guess. And that's your math lesson for today on how to divide and multiply. Okay, so one more and we will have this batch settled into the muffin cups. Now, okay, use the other half of your paper towel to wipe your hands when you made a mess. So, all right, that's the recipe. This is what it looks like when you've got it in the muffin cups. You're then going to bake it on 375 degrees. So, this is where you may need an adult's help if you're not of an age where you're using an oven. Make sure you have your parents' permission or assistance if you need it. And it goes in a 375 degree oven for about 20 minutes until it starts to brown. And then this, through the power of television, we have a finished batch, because you asked about where the other quarter of a batch went. This is where it went. We made these in advance so that you could see what they look like. But they're little pizza muffins. They've got the pepperoni and the black olives in them. Now, this is my homemade pizza sauce. So I would use a little pizza sauce. I make this at home, and it's tomato paste. You can kind of mix it up yourself. It's tomato paste and tomato sauce and lots of seasonings and things in them. So you can serve these like this, and then you just dip it in the pizza sauce. Other than making a mess. Excuse me. That was really good. This is the first time I've made it. Now you get to go make it and take a picture of it and post it on Facebook. Post it on the library website. We'd love to see what you guys are doing. And you can dress for the occasion like I did with my pizza hat, little pieces of pizza on it, and have fun with it. So, from the West Bonner Library District here in Priest River, I hope you have a great week, and we will see you soon. Bye.